Guys, good evening, everybody. So we're on the breakdown with Biodun is back. So today is one of those days that I almost put a guys. I don't know if I can do it this week, maybe next week. I almost did that today because today was long and it felt like I wouldn't get home at some point. It took forever. And so, but I'm glad that we're here. I'm happy that I was able to make it. And if you're watching the replay. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Another Tuesday night where we break down trending topics with friends and people who tune in and with guests. So my guest today is running a bit late, but she's not late because she told me, it would take a while before she got on. But today we have a full bouquet. There's all kinds of things going on. I'm not going to lie. And just to be honest, so on the breakdown, we talk about training topics, but many times it's not training as per the that week or 2 weeks before. Sometimes I'll even talk about something that happened 3 months ago. But because I just think it's really relevant, one, or whatever's happening in that week is so close to home and we haven't figured out what is really happening. So it's hard for us to make any comments when we're not even sure, right? When we're not even sure what's going on. So it's kind of hard to make comments in that way. So anyway, yeah, if you're watching, please let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what your week has been like. I know it just started, but let's know the good stuff. So today, my guest and I will talk about a couple of things. So Kai Senat, definitely. I hope I'm getting his name right. It's quite a unique name, but okay, that we want to talk about that, and we also want to talk about this other influencer. So his situation happened in April, but I just sat on it because I wanted to know. I just wanted to really understand what was going on with him. And then I forgot about it and just moved on. So I'm going to bring his own situation as well. And so we can just look at the reality of influencing, because I know people want to be influencers. The influencer life, it looks nice and it looks tempting. But in actual fact, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with being an influencer. I'm not saying this from the from the perspective of someone who is an influencer, like in the regular way. I consider myself a kingdom influencer. I love to laugh. I love memes and all of that good stuff. But I think influencer life has its ups and downs. We largely see the ups and don't see the downs. So we're going to talk about the downs today, right? So if you're an influencer who happens to be watching, okay, maybe you let us know if we're wrong or right when my guest comes up. And then we'll also talk about some ceremony business, some things that we consider normal for us during ceremonies. Like, when did we get to this point where it has become a norm? Spending as much as we do on certain ceremonies where it has become a norm, expecting that when someone is going to propose, they're going to have to kneel down and have to give you a ring, and that ring has to be a certain size and it has to cost a certain amount, and your friends have to be there. I've heard people say, because my friends were in there, you're going to have to redo this proposal. So I'm not making fun of, whatever their choice is. It's just, when did we get to this point, and are we staying here? Are we moving along? Is something going back to the way it used to be? Just all of that good stuff when my guest comes on. But this week, like I was saying, a lot of stuff has gone on. So last week we talked about the Alabama brawl. There's still stuff going on concerning it, but we're not touching it anymore. We're just going to leave it in last week. So if you're watching, drop a comment. Let us know where you're watching from, what your week was like. Is there something that you want us to touch on next week or the week after that? Is there a topic that you want us to touch on? I will take it into consideration. Is there someone that you would like to see on the show as well? I will take it into consideration. So if you know anyone that you think would be interested in watching today's live, please share with them. Let them know that we are on. Let them know that we're on. I'm going to say a hello in the comments. I'm going to do it like the old school blog way. Hello world. Okay, so if you're watching for the first time, you're watching the replay for the first time. My name is Biodun Friday, and the breakdown with Biodun is one of the shows on the Daffy Show. So it's basically a Tuesday show. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. I'll come on live with a guest, or I will play a pre-recorded live with a guest, and we'll talk about stuff that's trending and we want to weigh in on. So this week, as I was saying, we're going to talk about the realities of being an influencer. We're going to talk about Kai Senat and all of that. We're going to talk about a few shocking things that have been happening in concerts recently, and why. And my guest is going to weigh in. Why are these things happening? Are they innocent? Is there another reason why they're happening? Or, what do we need to know? Because at this point, I am not sure I will attend another concert in a long time until I see things changing. So I would typically attend a Christian concert. I wouldn't attend a non-Christian concert, but I'm just saying, like, the possibility of me attending a concert is very low because of some things that I'm seeing. They're very unnecessary. If you understand what I'm talking about, drop it in the comments. Let's know what you think. But this situation where people are throwing things at, the person who's performing, or the person singing, or the person saying a poem, it's very weird. I'm not even understanding what is going on. Why would somebody throw a phone that they bought with their money at the person that you paid to see? Like, what's the goal? Is that a TikTok trend we're not aware of? You know what? That just occurred to me. Maybe it's a TikTok trend where some people decided, okay, you know what? We're going for so and so's concert. Cardi is having a concert. We're going to throw something. Or, there's this lady recently who had that same situation. She was playing the piano or playing something or violin, and in the middle of it, someone threw something at her face. I'm not sure she finished that concert. I think she had to leave. I don't know if she got injured. I don't know the story. But stuff like that, it's really weird. I'm thinking, where's this coming from? Now I'm thinking, is it a TikTok challenge? I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's see what happens. But anyway, I'll start off with a video of Kai Cenat. So Kai Cenat is a big deal on Twitch. He's a big deal in the gaming world. So if you are on Instagram just taking selfies and all that, you might not know who he is, but he's a big deal on his own platforms, mostly gaming platforms. So recently, and he's well loved, like, people love him. He's not had any major scandals. So my guest is coming on. She's looking like she's driving. Do you want to do it in the car? You want to get home first? Okay, so get home. Get home, no problem. We'll be waiting for you. Not too long, but we'll be waiting for you. I can't hear you properly. I can just see your mouth move. Okay, so I think she's in traffic, but anyway, whoever can't wait can always watch the replay. But as I was saying, I'm going to play uh, a video so you'll understand what happened recently. So Kai said it, as I was talking about, he told his followers, or he announced that he was going to do a giveaway. And so people gathered in a certain place in New York to get what I think it was a PS5. I'm not sure what he was giving away, but I personally think he himself was not aware of what it would become. But I'm going to leave you to make up your mind. Like, what do you think? Let me share that video. Give me a moment, please.
Inciting a riot and unlawful assembly. That is the latest once again from police after thousands of people came together yesterday for that giveaway held by the 21-year-old who does have more than 6 million followers on Twitch and more than 4 million subscribers on YouTube. It all led to the scene in Manhattan's Union Square. In all, police say they arrested 65 people, 30 of them were juveniles, and multiple people there were injured. I do want to bring in Miguel Ortiz. He was actually there when the madness broke out, and he joins us live to talk more about
He said the
madness. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here, Miguel.
It's hilarious.
How you doing?
So first off, just tell me what made you want to travel from Connecticut over to New York for this giveaway?
Well, Kai Cenat, honestly, Kai Cenat and Phantom, it was a big event. I am a content creator, so I figure if I go out there and show a little bit of love and maybe I could get a good opportunity to have some good content. So I wasn't really much going out there for like the giveaway, the prizes and stuff, more of just the people there and just trying to have a good time.
And just kind of break down for me how everything progressed, because I know earlier on in the day, everything seemed fairly calm and then the crowd built and then you saw what happened next, but just kind of break that all down for me.
So it was calm. I was like probably like one of the first people to be there. I got there at 9 a.m. and it was very, very calm in the beginning. It was cool, it was collective. And then around like 12, I went to go take like a little break. I come back and there's a huge crowd, right? And everybody's like amped up, everybody's hyped. There's other content creators, everybody's doing their thing, and it's fun and games. The moment when it started getting like really escalated was when they started having like a what I thought was like a food fight. They were throwing water bottles, going crazy, and I was like, oh my God, like they're just throwing water. And then they started throwing everything else that's not water bottles. They was throwing cones, they was throwing crutches, paint cans, anything glass, like anything they get their hands on, it was just thrown. And I was like, wow, like this is this is insane. And from there, everything just escalated to worse and worse.
And tell me what's going on in this video here, because as you mentioned, there's folks kind of throwing stuff and everyone's kind of gathering together. What was going on at this point?
So at this point, this is like where the start of it was. I vividly remember this. This was the very, very start. So at this moment, everybody was just, I remember we were just in the crowd. They were all dancing and hyped up. Somebody threw one, I think it was one water bottle that started this whole war. It was one water bottle, and then I see people just like tossing everything. Everybody had drinks in their hand. Like everybody was.
Okay, so I'll just chime in. I'll just come in at this point. So there's a few things that this person is saying that really catches my attention, right? So now, and that's the thing. Like, people hear what happened with Kai Cenat, and they're like, all these young people, was this a, was that what it took to cause a riot? Someone just promised you a game, and then before you know, it became this free for all. No, we just heard this guy say He went because he wanted to get some content for his own platform. So of course, and I understand that. Like you get there early, you're like, guys, this is Kai Senate. I was a Kai Senate's giveaway. This is how it started. When I started, when I got here, this is how it looked. Now it's 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. and now there's like 6,000 people here. That was his plan, right? And it always starts out like that. It always starts out with a good intention. Even for Kai, he had good intentions. He had no idea that that would happen that day. But this guy who left his house, he had no idea that that would happen that day. I think one thing I have to commend my upbringing for, it's being able to read when things are escalating and being able to understand when it's time to leave. I kid you not, the first bottle, the first sound that the impact would make, I would put my bag on my shoulder and be like, okay, it's time to go home. Because that's what I know. Like the moment I think or I believe that there's going to be some kind of violence or some kind of problems that will break out, my bag, I'm out. If I came with any friends, let's go. If I have my kids with me, it's even faster. Like the moment my mind starts to tell me something is wrong, no games, I'm out of there. So I think, especially when it comes to younger people, hey, it's all fun and games. We're all together. It's hype. Everyone's having fun. People are dancing, taking pictures, everything. But you never know when the tide will turn. So once you get a feeling that the tide will turn, you have to, as my people will say, borrow yourself brain and leave. Because I'm very happy at the way this whole thing ended. To my knowledge, no one died, but it could so easily have turned into a stampede, that people would lose their lives. It could have become something where fights broke out and then someone was unalived. It could have happened so easily. So I'm just like, we have to be really careful as individuals when we attend events or go out. We just have to keep our eyes peeled and our ears peeled. Now they're saying that they're going to indict him. There's all this stuff going on. I think my guest is here. Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Cynthia. Welcome. So
I'm
we're a bit
so
late
sorry for
starting.
coming in late.
Uh,
Um, can you
we're a
hear
bit
me?
late starting. Yes, I can hear you. Is your volume maxed?
Let me see. Okay, it is max now.
Okay, good. So I had a couple of people on, but I'm guessing
Um,
they're like, "Where's her guest? Her guest is not here."
I
But it's
am
fine.
here. I am
No, no,
so
no, 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 no. It's fine. There's
sorry.
they can watch the replay. They can watch the replay at their leisure, so I'm okay with that. So, hey guys, if you are watching the replay, this is my guest. My guest is Cynthia. She's an amazing person. I'd let her introduce herself. Um, so go, Cynthia.
All right. Hello, everybody. And first of all, I'm just gonna say apologies for coming in late. I was rushing down from work. There was a little traffic I didn't expect, but I tried to like keep up with time. I am Cynthia, and I always like to start with these two things first. I am mixed breed. My parents are both Nigerian and Cameroon, and so I'm mixed with both communities at the same time. So when I'm with Nigerians, I behave like a Nigerian. When I'm with Cameroonians, I behave like Cameroonians. So that's the first thing first about me. Second thing first, I'm a child of God. Well, I also happen to teach the junior church and also lead the junior church in my current place of worship, which is HCC, and which is where I met at Biodun. And aside
She's going
that,
to answer me. Okay, let's go.
aside that, I am pre-law student. I would say I've been trying to go to law school for quite some time now, but trying to get to law school. But aside being a teacher for junior church or being a pre-law student, I'm a very I would say very what's the word now to use, optimistic person. I'm a go-getter. I'm a very prayerful person too. Actually, like a lot of people won't believe when I say like prayer works. That's the only thing I know, like literally. Um, and also, I'm an extrovert, a little bit of introvert. Maybe when I just get to a new place, I try to observe, but I'm more of an extrovert. Yeah, I'm also, I would say, a little bit opinionated. I have my opinions about certain stuff, and I stand on it, especially the word of God, very important. But aside that, yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, no, we cannot. We Parts of you will come out, Cynthia, as the live goes on.
That's pretty
Parts of
much
you
it.
will come out. So no rush, no rush. We're just doing a quick intro. Okay, so before you came on, I was talking about Kai Senat. So basically, the breakdown. We talk about trending topics. Might not be trending this week. Like I
Okay.
was explaining before you came on, might not be trending this week. Might not be trending. Might not have trended last week. Sometimes when it's stuff that's happening right now or stuff that just happened, I have to take some time to just let it sit a bit, to just kind of observe what's going on. So this particular issue, it happened a couple of days ago. It will
Okay.
be almost 3 weeks by now. So this particular influencer, he had a giveaway. He announced he was doing a giveaway
Okay.
somewhere in New York, and then I want to believe that he was not expecting the amount of people that showed up, but he has 6 million followers.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
don't think he was expecting. So you know how in your mind you're like, I'm just doing what I love,
No, yeah.
and then you kind of find out people really are listening to me. So
True.
I wanted us to talk about this particular, and then it ended up being a riot.
Oh,
The
yeah.
cops got
I was
involved.
still in the backstage while you were playing the video on
Yep.
YouTube. Wow, that is
The
so
cops
crazy.
got called. People got arrested. They're trying to charge him for destruction of property because
Property.
they destroyed property. They really went crazy. And I was saying, I was like, this is the dark side of influencing that people don't
That
want to.
people don't like. People don't know.
Yes,
That's
people don't know.
yes. There's.
Yeah,
I mean, for me personally, even before the influencing thing, there's things that happen backstage behind the scene that a lot of people don't get us like
yeah,
don't know, and
yeah,
that's why even personally in my life, even when I'm involved in a project, I don't always like to be in the limelight. I even though I always find myself in the
in
limelight,
the
I always like to work in the backstage because trust me, the hardest job or the toughest job is
is
behind the
making sure everything
making
goes
sure
smoothly.
everything goes smoothly. And that's kind of person I am. I always like I'm close to a perfectionist. So I always just like the way everything. So if A is A, if it's written in the book that says A, all right, we're going with A, and
Yeah,
we're not using B unless maybe something comes up.
yeah,
So I get it if that that was the outcome. The guy probably didn't know that a lot of people was actually paying attention to him. And I mean,
yeah,
I thought it part of the video when the guy they interviewed, he said he came from North Carolina or someplace or Connecticut,
yeah.
and he took a flight just for giveaway, so you can imagine.
Yeah. I don't
And
even know if he took a flight or if he drove. It's
he
not that
drove.
far if he drove. But still, just like what Cynthia and I are saying, sometimes you don't know the power that you have. And then things like this happen and you understand. That's number one. Number two is no matter what, right? The law, the enforcers, the police, the army, all these guys, they don't care about all of this stuff.
No,
They
they
don't
don't.
care about your selfies. They don't care about your 6 million followers. They don't care about
They
that.
don't care about no.
They don't.
No, none of that. They
They
wouldn't
don't.
take none of that into consideration. I mean, they arrest celebrities, so how much more you as an influencer?
Yeah, they don't. And another thing is We're talking about, and in this situation, we have to be honest. Kai Senat is a black influencer with
Mm,
6 million followers, right?
yeah.
Many of his followers are people of color as well. And when the police and when many of these enforcement agencies see black boys, black teenagers,
Doing some
people
stuff.
of color gathered together like that, throwing things, as far as they're concerned, even if it's as far as they're concerned, they will go full on like it's January 6th and it's an insurrection at the capital at
Yeah.
Capitol. That's how they would act.
Yeah. Trust me. I think I saw was it a couple of days ago on Twitter. I saw this video of a young boy coming out to like put trash out, like a young teenager. Trust me, it was like I think it was like 13, 14 from
Oh,
like
I saw that video. I saw
you
the
saw the
video.
video and it
I
was
saw it.
I don't know. I feel like entering the phone and just telling them that like, are you
Yeah.
guys tripping right now? Like
No,
seriously,
but
like
say
no,
the
like seriously, this
no, say
boy.
the truth. The truth is that once it's not robots that is wearing a cop's uniform. Once it's human beings, then there will be bias there. There's fear there. There's
The kid was
racism there.
17. Like
It's all there. There's
it,
nothing you can
yeah,
do.
it
Well,
was.
there's stuff you can do, but
I mean, there is stuff you can do, but
there is stuff. But I have another video to share
okay,
just to but this part and that this brings us to another part of influencing.
all right.
If you're watching this, you're watching the replay, being an influencer, it's a responsibility. I know you are chopping your money alone. I know people are clapping for you. I know people are praising you, but you have a responsibility not to be a nuisance. So this video is about an influencer who became a nuisance,
Oh, wow.
right? So I'm going to try my best to make sure we can share it quickly. Um, are you ready, Cynthia?
Yes, I
You're
am.
ready. I feel like I picked you out straight after work and you
Yes,
haven't even had
no,
time to
I haven't
breathe.
even like, but it's okay. It's
Haven't even
okay.
had time to breathe. Okay.
Prank that police say led to a shooting inside the Dallas Town Center. You've probably heard about this by now. The prank ended with a YouTuber in the hospital, another man behind bars. This is Alan Coley. He appeared in a Loudoun County courtroom today. He's accused of shooting this man, Tanner Cook. Cook is known for his YouTube prank videos, and he evidently messed with the wrong guy. Our Matthew Torres was the only reporter inside the courtroom for Coley's hearing today and has some brand new reporting.
Tonight, we are learning the suspect is a DoorDash driver who was at the mall to pick up food when officials say the victim and a friend approached him. Today, the defense argued his client was harassed, targeted, and accosted. Alan Coley told the victim, "Stop and leave me alone," several times. That's according to a Loudoun County detective taking the stand for the suspected gunman's bond hearing. 21-year-old Tanner Cook was recording a prank inside Dulles Town Center with a friend Sunday when Coley allegedly shot him in the stomach.
I was just playing a prank, a simple practical joke, and the guy didn't take it very well and shot me.
Cook is behind this prank YouTube channel called Classified Goons, now with more than 41,000 subscribers. The detective says Cook had the phone to Coley's face and using Google Translate to play the phrase, "I think you smell."
We walking into mattress stores and trying to take their mattress, get some people angry. See you guys at the end of the video.
In his previous videos, subject reacts strongly and intensely to his pranks. Coley's defense argued it was the victim who was antagonizing that day, saying his client was targeted, harassed, accosted, followed, and attempts to get away from the situation.
He doesn't have a mean bone in his body. He doesn't want to go hurt anybody.
That's his
not
dad
where he's
talking.
coming from.
But Cook's
Yeah.
father says despite what was said, a shooting wasn't justified. Jeremy Cook continues to defend his son, who he says is no longer in the ICU.
I mean, I support my son trying to make a life for himself and try to make a living. Some of the stuff that I've seen on there is not my favorite, but some of the things I did when I was 21 years old aren't my favorite either.
Although the suspect is facing 3 felony charges, including malicious wounding, prosecution in court says the Commonwealth's
Mhm. That's enough to
Okay,
bring it up.
so
Bring it up.
so So thoughts.
Wow, that is. I don't want to use the word. Am I allowed to use the word stupid?
No, yeah. Yeah.
Because that is. I'm gonna use dumb instead of stupid
Dumb.
because
Yeah.
they're best describing. That's one of the most dumbest thing. Like, why do you think it's funny when somebody tells you to stop? It's not. It's not funny.
Repeatedly,
Like,
repeatedly telling you, stop, leave
you're
me
invading
alone,
my
stop, leave me
space. Like
alone.
you, I get it. Like you want to make pranks, make jokes and stuff. But some people don't like. It's not
Some
everybody
people
that
don't
are
like
like
it.
friendly, sociable, or like want to be appear on cameras. No, but not everybody.
No, Cynthia, that's not even, let's not even go that far, right? This guy is a DoorDash driver. How
Exactly.
much is he making? And he has to
Mention.
drive up, down, deliver food. Sometimes these DoorDash drivers, they haven't eaten themselves and they're carrying food. They can't even stop to eat because they're in such a hurry. They're depending on your tips. And then you're like in his face telling him, I think you smell. And then you are 21. You're like younger than him. You're insulting him. You're delaying him, like for God's sake.
It makes me want to act African auntie right now. I'm like, I'm going to give you a slap, like with my back ends. Like, shut up. Here you go.
No, but guess what? Guess what? Some people will go African anti with their hands. Some people will bring out guns. That's just the sad
No, that's
reality
just
of,
that's just the reality. Exactly.
because even when I heard, right, okay, so he's 21. If you ask me, 21, you should have some sense at
Exactly.
21.
You're an adult. You're an official adult in
Yeah,
America.
you're an official adult.
Yeah.
If anything happens, you'll go to
Yeah.
jail, like
You do.
real
Yeah.
proper,
Yes. You're an official
right?
adult.
So you're an official adult. And then hearing his dad say, oh, yeah, I don't think it warranted. My son is just trying to make a living. Your son is making videos of himself pranking other people and making them
People
uncomfortable. It is your job to get him to stop.
to be the parents. Like it makes absolutely no sense. That's I'm like, well, it's just. I mean, I feel bad for him that it was shot, obviously, but it's just like respect people.
I'm just happy he survived.
I mean, I'm
What
glad
if
it's
he didn't
too.
survive?
I know they would have just touched the
Just be the end.
the Uber guy or the guy for
The
nothing. Like
dog,
he literally didn't
yeah.
do nothing. He literally said, "Please leave me alone," repeatedly. Like, no, stop. Just respect my space.
Mm.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
I,
To be honest, having 6 million people watching you, following your every move, having 44,000 people clapping for you, even when you do bad things, telling you to keep going, it can, and this is for anyone of any age, it can get to your mind.
exactly. That's true. You're right with that. You are right with that.
It can make you start to forget that you're a human being,
Yeah, true.
and I think that's what, in these two videos, I think that's kind of like what stood out to me. It's so easy to forget
Yeah, they
that
have people watching.
you, yeah,
That's
like
true.
no, not even that you have people watching you. It's so easy to forget that you're still human.
True.
If anything happens, all these people clapping for you and liking your videos and subscribing, if anything happens, they can't come and
Nobody can come to your rescue.
nobody can rescue
Nobody
you.
is coming to your rescue. The
Nobody can
followers
rescue.
ends in on social media, and that's it. I mean, maybe obviously personal relationship one or two here and there, but majority of all those people don't even know you personally on a personal level. So if you get in
Yeah,
trouble, it ends with you and your family members.
yeah.
And that's
I'm
all I
so
feel.
happy that, yeah, I'm so happy, especially for the Kai Senate one that happened in New York. I'm happy that
Mm,
no life was lost.
was
I'm
lost.
so happy that, it ended. Of course, people were arrested and they are saying they're going to charge him to court. I don't know how that's going to work, but regardless. And then I know there were food vendors, people who have trucks by the side of the road. They push some of their
Oh my
trucks, they
god.
destroy they destroy their property, and I was like, this isn't fair. How much do these people make?
I
They're
know
selling little things
on the
on the
roadside.
street, and I think that was also very wrong. I think Kai should, if he can find people like that, reimburse them to a certain degree and be like, you know what, sorry about what happened.
Yeah,
I have.
I also think that maybe next time, should in case he wants to do it again, proper
You
planning.
think he'll do it again?
I mean, like proper planning would have
Yes.
avoided
Get
all.
you a Cynthia. Get you a Cynthia to do the behind the
Well, but like when I was introducing myself, I was saying me, I
Yes.
like to
Oh,
be
yeah.
behind the stage because like
Yep.
behind the scene thing is where the real thing happened. Like
Yep.
that's
I
what
know.
if there's proper planning, obviously maybe as a team of one or two comedian friends here and there, not properly a team, but we can put things in place. Make sure okay, environment is surrounded. This is a number of people we're targeting
Mhm.
and stuff like that. So I mean,
Yeah, I don't even see why, like that kind of meet and greet, make it a. Sometimes you see people have events and they say people should pay. It's not that they want your money per se, it's that they want to reduce the people who
people,
come.
yes, I sometimes I understand that because it's like people do too much. Like when it's free, no, when it's no, and when something is free, you know where we're from. When something is free, you already
Hey,
know how it goes.
hey.
You already know it goes. No
Even
strangers,
cats will
no
come.
idea.
Even cats will come with their hands out like this, like, give me my PS5.
You already know, like when it's free,
It's free for all. No, you
it's
just said
free
it's
for
free. It's
all.
free for all.
Exactly. So
So so anyway, I will roll into our next topic because we have just a little time.
all right.
And I think by the time we're done, I will just cut off the beginning and
Okay.
repost it just to save time so that it will start when you came on.
Okay.
So start when you came on. Okay, so let's see. So there's this particular video I wanted to show you, especially you.
Okay.
I was going to actually keep it for next week, but I was like,
Oh,
no, the Cynthia needs to see this video. So I was talking about, when are we doing the most? When are we
mm.
doing the most at ceremony? Okay, what? I'll ask you first.
You
I'll
know what?
ask you
You know
what.
why I'm laughing? Because it's like the person that do the most. Why they asking? This
No,
is
no, 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 no,
this is the right
no, no,
video
no,
for
no,
me.
that's serious. No, 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 no.
The person
Um,
you do the most.
no, 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 no. I'm not. It's not about you. I just felt you would. I just felt you'd be able to relate. Seriously.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
so how many times do you think? How many times is doing the most when it comes to changing at your wedding? You know how you go for the ceremony, you change.
Yeah,
You go for a reception, you
you
change.
change, right?
So
Mm-hmm.
how many times is too many times? In your opinion, it's up to you.
I'm trying to flashback on some pictures of excessiveness that I've seen on Instagram, and I'm
Mhm.
like, what happened? It's only one wedding now. I think for me, it two or three should be okay, max. I
So you go for the church
go
in
for the
your white or
church,
your cream or your whatever.
yeah. And
Hmm.
when you're entering the reception, if you want to, which is optional, you could keep your white gown or change into like easy fit so you can dance. And there's something young people do now. I don't know if they still. I mean, I don't know if
The
people
after
do
party
the
dress.
after party dress, where maybe it's probably you and your
It's still,
friends,
yeah, it's
and
still
the
there.
parents and the aunties. They're all
When we've carried our load.
yes, exactly. Where you guys have gone, that's not many us. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
three.
So how many times? Three?
Yeah, three should be the bare minimum.
It's like you're not sure. It's like you're thinking,
No, no,
maybe
no, no. No, three is okay. Like when you go over bodies, like when you're changing to this dress, three dress to down, this one dress to stand up and cut cake, this dress to meet my in-laws and have a speech with dance with my dad. You know this father-daughter dance thing. When you're going to 5 6, that's when you're doing too much. Ma, I know
okay, so let me share this video, right? So this video, I can't take credit for it. I really tried to find the people who who are in the video. So please, I'm not taking credit for this video. This video um was making the rounds on Instagram.
I won't feel blue like I always do, 'cause somewhere in the crowd there's you.
Okay. So 7 outfit changes, all beautiful, all very decent. So she looks not sure where she looks Middle Eastern or something.
Yeah, there was also another one that is like they're yeah, Middle Eastern from the beginning, and she wore English, she wore white, and actually I
Yeah,
think she wore a couple of English, I would say,
yeah, and
outfits,
then
and then a white
different
gown.
dresses.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
wow. I don't have the energy. No, I'm serious. I don't. I literally don't have. I
If
don't
you're
have.
watching if you're watching this replay, just know that Cynthia, I'm very sure Cynthia will do 10. I'm just waiting for her to.
There is no see.
I
Actually,
just
no.
know.
Like, I am so like stressed. No, I would not. I would. I know myself. Like at the third dress, I'm already telling my designer, please, no, it's okay. We're not doing it again.
That's true.
We're not doing it again. No, because
Oh
I
my god, that's hilarious.
I know I'm going to like. I always like. Yeah, I'm a. Oh, I think I forgot to say. I'm a fashionistic person. Like I have this great fashion sense too. So
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I
I
know that.
wouldn't like just get up and just be like, oh no, I know that what I want is gonna be of good quality, and I would rather wear two good quality outfit, classy, bougie, like elegant and stuff like that, than to wear like 5 or 7 different outfit that makes no sense. So I wouldn't even have the energy to do that. I get easily bored about saying things like that when I'm going back and forth changing outfit and stuff. It stresses me out. So I'll just stay with my 1 or 2. That's okay for me. Trust me. But yeah,
Yeah.
7. That's way overboard. Mm-mm.
Okay.
That's not me. That's
Okay,
not.
well, I will play this video that day. And I'm just going to keep it and play it. I'll play this video on the day. I'll say this is what Cynthia said, but in actual fact, this is what she has done. But I won't hold it
I
against you.
swear,
Do
I'm
whatever
gonna
is in
hold
your
it.
heart.
I'm saying the video is on YouTube. I'm gonna keep playing it for myself too.
No, don't mind me. You better do what you want to do. The final topic that I wanted us to talk about is just the shocking behavior that we're seeing at concerts. So, of course, secular concerts. I've not heard of any at like religious Christian concerts. I've not heard.
Always heard
Maybe I'm
of
the one who hasn't heard. Have
something.
you?
I'll pretty much always listen. I've been to a couple of ones here in the US, and well, even when because my closest place I can attend Christian concert is Philadelphia, and even though the place, like the place they pick for the concert, is really not a good part of Philly, but it's always
Mm,
like
but people behave.
yeah, people behave, walls, indoor, like yeah,
Yeah.
you don't
Okay.
hear of anything. So
So recently at concerts, we've been seeing people throwing phones at the faces of singers, water. Like recently, Cardi B, someone threw a bottle of water at her or something similar like that, or
yeah,
splashed water on her from like the audience, and then she threw her microphone. That was one situation. There's this secular artist, I think her name is BB Rexa or something.
yeah.
Someone threw a phone at her from the audience. There was another one that happened recently. Somebody threw something heavy. I don't know what it
There's
was.
even I think there was also one I saw. Was it Drake? I don't know. Someone a female just threw her underwear.
No, no. The underwear thing has been happening since Michael Jackson, Bonnie M, all of
I'm
those guys.
like,
It's been happening. James Brown. I'm sure even Ray Charles, who was blind, I'm sure they were throwing underwear at him, even though he couldn't see the underwear. But when you're throwing things that can harm
the
so it's
the
not making
spirit.
sense because you paid to see this person,
Yeah, true. It
and
wasn't
now
good.
you're throwing things that can harm the person. So it's not making a lot of sense to me. What do you think?
So I think there are a couple of reasons, right? Most times before the real artist, like, okay, let's just say for instance now is a concert for Beyonce. I've never been to any Beyonce concert, so I'm just giving this. This is just an analogy of what I other, like, maybe other concert that one or two I've been to. Couple of, um, if it's just a concert for like Beyonce, they don't really like actually. When if you see the concert start at 8 o'clock, they don't just bring Beyonce on stage at 8. She probably yeah, she's probably on in the building already at 8 o'clock, but it take time to bring maybe upcoming artists to play. So one of the things that contribute to those things, I will say, is
People have been standing for too long.
exactly frustration for standing for too long, and also maybe
I love that you shared that.
yeah, they don't they're most likely just like, I paid to see Beyonce, so why are you showing me this person? I want to see this person. I didn't pay to see this person. So yeah, one thing is um frustration for like, I've been standing for too long, and sometimes even some of this producers, this um what do they call them, they're in
Promoters,
charge promoters, they're
the
in charge of
concert organizers.
yes, they start the concert late, like they say 8 o'clock, and then the concert don't start until like 10. Now I'm even um narrowing down to like maybe African concert, because a lot of this African musicians like Whiskey, Burna
Yeah.
Boy,
But
Davido,
I always expect that to happen when that when with
they
those guys.
they're coming to America and out to the US. They're going on tour. Currently, most majority of them are on tour in the
Yeah, so,
US,
yeah.
North America, and stuff like that. So they start the events late. So out of frustration, out of anger, even when the person I paid to see come, if you're not singing what I want, I'll be upset. Like, let's be real. I would be upset. I can't be standing, and some of this concert you have to stand. It's not like there's a
Yeah.
chair. You don't buy VIP. It's few people that have money to buy the VIP. So even VIP self, they will not even sit down like that, like that. So it's like, I can't pay all this amount of money, and then you come and make me to wait. The concert will start at the time it's supposed to start. I'm not the artist is not even singing the song I'm looking forward for him to sing or she to sing. So yeah, those are a few things I think: frustration, anger, and just wasting of my time just to come to the concert and then don't really enjoy myself. So
Yeah.
most likely, let's be human. If you're
True.
afraid of staying in a place for a long time, you are going to be frustrated. And what
True.
frustration leads to is anger. You just do something that go out of character and just
True, but you know, I'm to be honest, if I was frustrated and I was angry, I would just leave. I can't imagine throwing something at a human being. It's weird. And I know you wouldn't do that too. So let me share this video quickly,
okay.
just for context for anyone who's like watching. Um, see, because it's just weird to me.
It is
It's
weird, but I kind of really understand with like some of the
with BB, she has this huge cut on her face.
oh my
Just like,
god, that is so terrible.
can you see it?
Yes, I can.
This isn't BB. This is another lady.
I'm trying to move to a place where my light in my room is gonna come on well, but okay, I think it's better now. All
Okay,
right.
she's
With my light.
playing. She's playing. She's playing. Yeah, she's playing. What am I missing? Did I already go past where she? Maybe I already went past it. Yeah, okay, it had happened already. So she left the stage, but
Yeah.
I'll play it again just so you see it.
Okay.
She tried. Okay, this is it. It's playing again. You saw
Oh my god. The heat of face.
straight to her face. Um, So she tries to like control it, but she's not able to.
Wow.
Everybody's trying to like help her on the stage.
I wouldn't even do nothing no more. I'm not playing no more. I'm leaving the stage like right immediately.
See, that's what I mean by,
There is no way.
someone can't just say because they are angry
No,
or
I
because
actually
they're
just answered the
no,
question
no,
from
no, no. Yeah.
uh
Mhm.
uh like a fan perspective,
Yes, yes, yes.
not from
Yeah,
like
I understand what you're saying. You're saying if it happens, this is probably why
why.
it's happening.
But I wouldn't do that kind of thing, to be very
Of
honest.
course not.
I wouldn't
Hmm.
I wouldn't I mean I would complain maybe with whoever I went to the concert
No,
with.
totally go online and complain, tag everybody, make noise.
I wouldn't even go online. That's the weird thing about me even saying I'm being sociable. I actually, for me, as social media, I'll give you what you want to see, but my real life would I
Mm,
wouldn't I would, if I don't want you to see this, I don't want you to see this. So I really not even go out there to like bash anybody. I try as much as I can to like respect,
mhm,
just give my own opinion. But um I'll just complain and be like, okay, next time I'm not paying for it. I remember this summer, my friends and I, we have a lot of list of concerts to attend and stuff like that. But I mean, we have different schedules and schedules change and whatever. But there was this particular concert. I didn't really want to go because when they said, "Oh, this person concert is in Philly, do you want to go?" I'm like, first of all, I don't know this guy's song at all. I only know one of his popular song. So why am I going there? And they were like, okay, just go. I'm like, okay, the only condition me I will go is if you guys pay. And they were like, oh, no problem, they'll pay. And I was like, boom, okay, good. We got there. The guy came on stage, was singing. You know, half the old time, even they themselves don't even know the guy's song. And I was like, guys, when the concert was done, I said, this is the worst concert I've ever attended before in my whole life. Like, there is no way we're going to a concert again that is going to be somebody I don't know. Like, no, it's
yeah,
not. Like,
it's not fun.
there's no way I'm going to go to a concert. I'm going to be on my phone. The whole time I was on my phone, I'm supposed to be like vibing with the song, dancing. I am on my phone. So it's like
Yep.
at that moment, I mean,
I hear you. I understand what you're saying.
and you know what's funny? It was some people was even they were even fighting in that concert. The artists had to say, "Oh, why are you people doing like this? This is not what I plan on doing." Philly people, I was just like, "Can you imagine?
Not
Guys,
Philly people.
please, like, can you guys just? It's not that deep. It's just a concert." Oh my god!
But
Like,
you know what? Seriously, I am really, I'm really skeptical about the future of concerts and people playing at concerts. If we keep this up,
no,
we
people
will
are
be
not
having
going to be.
virtual concerts.
No, we obviously. I mean, they did they not do virtual when the old world had a shutdown. We didn't know that everything could be done virtually.
Yeah,
So yeah, why not?
we'll be
Why not?
having virtual concerts. We'll be
We
having
were having virtual. No, okay. So now let me talk on the artist side now.
hmm.
It's totally unfair for us fans to treat them that way. We know where I know some of us are angry, frustrated. We spend our money, we'll be spending the whole day. But to an extent, you can't really blame the artist or you can't really blame the singer. They the promoter, the organizers probably might be the one that actually have something or that have made them be late or behind the agreed time or start time. So to an extent, they're also human beings too, and we just have to also consider them too as somebody like they they have people, they have family members, they have friends too like
Hmm.
us, they're regular human beings too like us. So obviously let's just give them that a little bit of, you know,
Yeah,
it's-
let's give them
yeah,
some
some
respect.
good, yeah, some good.
Some respect and
Yeah,
kindness. So,
kind
okay. So we're rounding up because the clock is about to hit 8.
of. Okay,
Uh,
I'm seeing it.
but I'm so happy that I got Cynthia on and I'm
Oh my
looking forward to the
god, I
day.
am so glad. I first of all, I'm just like, I don't like the fact that I was rushing for work, but
I
I really enjoyed
know.
myself. I didn't know it was this is gonna be fun. Please invite me next time to another
Yeah.
one.
I love it. No, I'm definitely. So I have. So this one is called the Breakdown with Biodun, and I talk about trending topics, and then I also do videos about kingdom influence.
Okay.
So just yeah, videos that has to do with like the kingdom of God, believers, Christians, and just what's happening in that time. So I would love, love, love to have you on that particular
Yeah,
one, but I'm not going to rush
better
you.
lighting and everything. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
My
I'm
room
not
is
going to rush you with like
lighting.
Tuesday. You just tell me what day you're free. When we get off, you tell me what day you're free, and I will sort that out. So
Yeah,
thank you so much.
I would really love to come back.
If you watch this replay, please like, please subscribe,
And
share it with your
share.
friends, share it with your
Mhm.
friends. Drop a comment. Like I want us to interact in the comments. Let us know what you think. You don't have to agree with me completely. You don't have to agree with Cynthia.
Yes.
We're people. We're not your
All
God.
all opinions are welcome as long as it's expressed
As long as
respect.
it's respectful,
Yes.
as,
I always put that BR
as
as long
long
as
as
it's
it's
expressed
respectful.
respectfully.
If it's
So if
disrespectful,
it's
I
disrespectful,
will
yeah.
delete it. Yeah, I would delete it. So thank you so much for joining me, Cynthia,
Thank
on such
you.
short notice.
No, it's
Um,
alright. I absolutely enjoyed myself. I was just in my mind, I'm like, what are we gonna talk about? But like
it
even
wasn't.
in a rushing mood, even in like
Yes.
trying to move around my room to find a good lightning, but
Don't worry.
the
Next,
lightning
we'll
is
sort that out next time.
yesterday.
We will sort that out. But thank you so much for joining us, Cynthia. And thank you
Thank
so much,
you for
everyone,
having me
for
too.
following the Daffy Show. Please, please, please let other people know that on Tuesdays we're here and we're talking about trending stuff. And the channel also has other content that you can check out in your spare time. Love you guys.
Bye guys. Bye, Miss Biodun.
Bye.